Hello to all the viewers and subscribers who are watching this video right now. If you made it this far, this is part 4 of the video of the valve cover gasket replacement. I'm telling you this because there are 3 previous parts in case you got here without seeing the previous 3 parts. Well, in this 4th video we're going to continue with the procedure. We're left removing the last screws from the lid, so we're going to start this video at that step. As we can see, they weren't very tight. It didn't require a lot of force. In other words, they don't tighten at a lot of torque. And I'm commenting on this because right now we're removing them. But after we put the gasket in, we're going to have to put the lid on. And we're going to have to tighten them to their torque. These screws carry their torque specified in the manual, and we're going to tighten them according to what the manual specifies. Well, now we can say that we have removed them all. Sorry for the shot, it looked a little blurry. I didn't realize and I had already recorded it. Okay, so we've moved the cameraman here. He's already getting the batteries in place. Like I said, we've already got all the screws on our plate, ordered custom made for this purpose. This door screw holder 3212 Acme brand. Oh wait, I shouldn't say brands. Right, so I showed you the screw that's dry, the one in the middle. We're putting it in place, and now when we have all our screws, we'll be sure not to lose them. I don't know what I'm admiring there, it's all so dirty. You bet I went to go get something, a tool. That's why I was gone a while, but I'm back. Okay, so now we're going to start pulling the lid off. Very carefully, it's really stuck. I really struggled to get it out. It's really stuck. There's no silicone on the lip of the lid at the bottom. There's no silicone to put it onto the head. However, it's really stuck. You're going to see me try it from different angles. Pull the lid from different angles to try to get it off. Surely I went to bring some tools, or to eat spinach like Popeye to have more strength and be able to take the lid off. This has to be done with great care because otherwise we'll break the lid, as I mentioned before. I think I only went to arrange the cameraman. He was filming badly. Well, as you can notice, I am pulling it from here. I pull it from the other side. I tapped it a few times. Right now I'm going to bring a screwdriver to try to pry it, but I didn't do it eventually, and I don't recommend it because it's hard plastic. And as there's no space, there's no indentation between the lid and the head, so that the screwdriver can fit in when trying to insert it, it can break. There we can see how I finally managed to move it a little from that edge. There I'm pulling it from the center, but I'm really scared because these are the compartments of the spark plugs. There I managed to grab it a bit more because it already came off the edges from the bottom, and I'm going to continue pulling. And that's how it has to be done, pulling and pulling very carefully, measuring the force, looking for the fulcrum to get this lid to give way and get it removed. There I am, how can I put it, evaluating, making an assessment of the situation, how it is, where it's still stuck, where can I pull it from. If from the corner, if from that hole, little by little we see how it's moving, we're slowly pulling it so that it loosens. So that the outline of one part is loosened on the right side, on the left side. There where we already have it loose is the back part. There I disappeared for a moment. That's where I have the screwdriver in my hand. I think there it is. But in the end I regretted it. Right now, in a few moments, the lid is going to peel off with a little pull. That's where I tried to put the screwdriver, but it didn't fit. There was no room, no slit to put it in and pry it. When I realized that, I decided to continue pulling with my own hands. I think the moment is approaching where the lid comes out. There's the moment. You can see where the lid peels off or broke. I don't know if you peeled off the lid finally after a lot of effort and with a lot of patience, as you could observe. I hope that if you get to do this procedure, this repair, the replacement of this gasket, your lid is less attached to the head than mine because it is already completely detached. So I'm going to show you, we'll see how it's already lifted from here, which was the hardest part. I think from my point of view, since I was the one who removed the lid, so I think this was the most difficult part. It's already lifted. We can look at the distribution chain. There we're going to have access. More view, access to the camshafts, to the intake camshaft, to the exhaust camshaft. Here it's worth mentioning that I disconnected the connectors of the injectors so I could move the cover along with the harness. There I show there. You see a piece of gasket and we can see the camshafts. They say that there's that cylindrical part that has the connector of a sensor that we disconnect. They say, don't believe me, they say that it takes care of the variable timing. You see that this engine is variable valve timing. We're missing that corner harness. Right now we're going to disconnect easier. We turn the lid over and voila, we can observe the cover. And we have access to the camshafts. How beautiful they look. How beautiful this is. As we could see, removing the cover is a little bit difficult, as well as removing the lid. Working on the mechanics, removing parts, sometimes I run into a lot of difficult things with small places. But when I see this, it's all worth it. To have this view, it's all worth it. What a beauty. I'm admiring it, that's why I have the shot, because I'm admiring it. Here we have a piece of the gasket. This covers the two spark plugs in the middle cylinders 2 and 3, pistons 2 and 3. There should go a screw where we removed from the center. Here we see another piece. It's like a diamond or something like that. It's got a circular corner here. On this side it has another. This is the long packaging that carries around the outline. In a few moments we're going to remove all of them, replace them with the new ones. But so far we're going to leave this video and continue with the next one.